No Way Home.
Yeah, talk about it.
It's really good. I guess I can start from this, like, the beginning.
Sure. You just start from the beginning. I was gonna go over gloss over anything that first come in your mind that you really enjoyed. It doesn't even have to be in order.
What was just shotgun off the top of your head? What was your favorite part about the movie?
Let's see. I really
This isn't shotgun off the top of your head, Max.
I was middle of saying.
Max, it's okay. You're doing the split decision choice at IHOP right now.
Oh my god, you're contemplating. I don't like to see that. Go on. What is it?
The homoeroticism between Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield.
All right. All right. The Joe Bros.
Bro, he fixed his bat. He was up in them cheeks.
I felt that.
Yeah.
And so did Tobey Maguire.
I did like I liked all the dialogue between the three Peters.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was saying when we were watching the scene where they were just at the Statue of Liberty and they were just shooting the shit before the final battle starts. I leaned over to Chris. I'm just like, dude, this is like my favorite scene. I just want this to keep going.
I like the what's the craziest thing you guys have fought? And they're like, yeah, we fought aliens. And he's like, oh man, I wanted to fight an alien. I'm so lame. That's like one of my favorite parts.
I fought a Russian guy in a rhino suit.
Kinda.
Yeah, for like the last 10 seconds of the movie.
I really like fucking Tom Holland Spider-Man in this movie.
Mm-hmm. Right? I mean, I already like Tom Holland, but like this movie, I was like, yo, oh my god, dude.
I feel like he's reached the point where I was like, okay, now I'm feeling you back again. How I felt when he first showed up in Civil War.
Interesting.
Let's see. Willem Dafoe.
Yeah.
He was the MVP of the villains.
Yes, he was.
He was the best one. He deserved being made like the main villain.
It's so funny that all the posters for this had him in the fucking Green Goblin suit with that same pose.
Uh-huh.
He left that suit instantly.
Yeah. I like that.
I mean, I like it because like it gives us a chance to see how good Willem Dafoe is at putting on his crazy face.
Mm-hmm. I lost it when he started talking to the mask again.
Yeah, I think Chris was as soon as like we saw I don't remember when exactly. It was right before the theater. He talks to the mask. Chris leans over to me like, "You think he's gonna talk to the mask again?"
It was so funny. I was like holding back my laughter, like, "Yep."
I can't.
Bro, he was kicking Spider-Man. He was suplexing him from the floor.
Yeah. Right. I remember when that scene goes off, like the theater is quiet, and I go, "Oh my god!" Right to Riley, right to suplex him through like 6 floors.
Yeah.
Because like the line he delivers there too is like the like too hard to dish it out line or whatever. Like that's one of my favorite lines. I love that line and how he delivers it before he suplexes him.
Wants to have everything, but too weak to.
Yeah.
He was so good this movie.
Yeah, he was great. I remember that first, like both that scene and the final one just brought me back to the end of Spider-Man 1, where it's just like that's Spider-Man versus Green Goblin in that movie was like so brutal, and that's exactly what it took me back to.
I was sitting there like, I forgot that Goblin's like really strong.
Oh yeah, he's crazy.
Yeah. I was telling O'Reilly what I like about the build up to that scene is like Peter like spider sense going off, but he doesn't know what's wrong.
What's
I love that because just how the camera is like really like kind of like in his face, but it's like all distorted in the background. And then like Jamie Foxx is like, "What are you looking at me for?" Like I love all of that. That whole scene is just golden for me.
I found it really funny. It was the moment I realized the second like lizard pop up I went, none of the Amazing Spider-Man villains have any redeemable qualities in terms of like a good side to them. Jamie Buxby's just like, yeah, I want more power. I gotta get that power again. And the Lizard's like, I want to turn more people into lizards.
Fucking lizard. He was like an honorary villain there. He was not very present.
Like it's not like the anyone from the Raimi side where they're like, we had a side to us of humanity. No, Davy Fox fell into a vat of eels, and then he became an asshole.
That'll do it.
I'll do it.
Yeah,
I did not-
I fell into an atom collider. Yeah, watch where you fall, man.
You gotta watch where we fall.
I did not know Sandman was gonna be in this.
Right. Oh, did you not see like the last trailer?
No, I didn't watch any.
Yeah.
I didn't watch any of the trailers of the first one.
Same.
Yeah, no, they revealed I think it was Sandman and Lizard were only in the final trailer, and even then Sandman was only in it for like a second.
Yeah, I got really hyped when he showed up. I was like, oh, I didn't know he was here.
What's funny, Riley? Now that like everyone's seen it, so he wasn't actually there. He just gave his voice lines. That's why we didn't see him.
Yeah.
And also the last scene where we do see him, it isn't him. They just
it's
took the part
footage.
from. Yeah, I was like, wow,
Yeah.
that's really
It was the same
dope.
with Lizard. It was the same with Lizard too. They just
Yep.
they just reused footage, and I'm like, I didn't even fucking notice. Like,
Yeah. I was like, man, that's kind of cool though. that's something cool.
it's clever, certainly.
Max,
Yeah.
how'd you feel about the post-credit scene?
Why was he here? I get why this was like to be like Venom. There's some Venom left on the counter there.
Which is cool. I like how they're leaving that seat open so we can get a Venom
A
that
proper
like I've said, I like Tom Hardy as Venom. I think he does a good job. I just think he wouldn't really fit well into this universe. I think I want to have someone else,
And I guess they also set up the whole like Venom knows about Peter now, so I guess it like that little small piece of Venom, since it's in this universe, would be attracted to Peter because I guess that's all
that
it
could be
knows.
like Black Suit. Yeah.
Yeah.
They got they got the Mets joke in.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
they mentioned the Mets at one point. I remember the context. But isn't Spider-Man isn't he like in the comics, isn't he a Mets fan?
Maybe, but it's
I'm pretty
Zendaya
sure
who's the one who
it's
says it though.
Yeah. Pretty sure that's a thing. Anyway.
I didn't talk about this scene with Riley because it's meant to be sort of pivotal. But I love the scene of Tom Holland standing in the rain and like the blood coming down.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's a scene that's been all over the place. But like,
are you talking about the one like after Aunt May dies and he's just like
Yes,
cosplaying
yeah.
everything? Yeah, I really love
that
that's a
scene is
really
so fucking
cool
cool.
looking scene.
When Toby showed up,
Uh-huh.
first thought, oh god, he's old. Second thought, do they not have licenses to the suit?
But they didn't do it in the end.
Yeah.
I was thinking like, is that why he's in his fucking casual wear?
I love Andrew Garfield's. Are you gonna like fucking fight as a youth pastor?
It's like, no, I got my suit on here. I was like, okay, good.
I really enjoy Andrew Garfield in this.
Andrew
in this
Garfield
movie.
is
Yeah.
so goddamn good, dude. Like he actually it's like the perfect use of the meme, and everyone's been doing this meme where it's
Andrew Garfield watching as Peter and Toby and
like the
Holland are kissing.
Squidward one.
Oh no, I'll talk about the one where
Yeah.
he'll mean the cuck that doesn't have a girlfriend.
All right, no, I'm talking about the people are using the meme from Spider-Man 3 with Sandman, where he's like, I'm not a bad guy, I just had bad luck. And they're using that with Andrew Garfield, where it's like, I'm not a bad Spider-Man, I just had bad writing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was just so good.
Yeah, I was telling Riley. Another one of my favorite scenes is where Andrew Garfield saves Zendaya, Yeah, like, and he just like looks at her. He's just like, "Are you okay?" Like, I know I felt it. I was like, "Yeah, damn, I feel that." Like, one of my favorite scenes in his movie was him like not being able to save Gwen. So I think it's cool that it came back, type of thing.
Jamie Foxx Electro just being such a fucking loser.
I loved his look though. I think that he looked a lot more respectable than in the original movie.
Uh-huh.
I remember before we watched the movie, and me and Riley was talking about how Cosmonaut is gonna like do his review, or after that was after the movie we watched the movie, and we were talking about how Cosmonaut was gonna do his review, and I was like, he's gonna be like, every villain in here was pretty okay. Except for Jamie Foxx. And then, like, as soon as I'm watching the actual video, he says it, but not in that same way. But he basically was like, Jamie Foxx, like, he didn't care for his acting or whatever. And I was like, yep, knew it. I knew he was going to say that. I didn't really mind him either way. I didn't think he did, like, a spectacular job or anything. But, like, it wasn't, like, the worst thing. It was tolerable for
I
me
liked it. I mean, he was
personally.
fun. He had some fun lines.
I like the Black Spider-Man thing. I thought that was funny. Because I
That
wasn't
was pretty
expecting it. One of these days.
I thought you'd be black.
And his girlfriend goes, "Oh man, I'm sorry."
That's
And that brings up the idea. That brings up the problem where it's like, well, then if he didn't know that, how did he know who Peter Parker was? Like, because that's the whole thing about having to get brought in. But that's just like hand wavy stuff. Like, who fucking cares? It's just a fucking gimmick.
I like Juan leaving this movie.
Fucking Wong is just always so done with everyone's shit.
I love how he's Sorcerer Supreme now. Also,
Yeah, he's Sorcerer Supreme over a technicality.
Look, Trey's like, "Come on." He's like, "No, I'm leaving. Fuck you. You. Whatever happens, that's your fault. I'm not being part of this." Bye.
Yeah. I like it because, like, I kind of think he's probably better suited for it because, like, I don't really trust Doctor Strange's judgment. Like, he's a really powerful guy, but he's also not the most rational decision maker, as we've seen.
There's a part of this where, yes, this is Peter's fault. Most of Peter's fault. But also, Strange.
That's what fucking Rue. Wow, Zendaya brought over. She's like, "Yo, this is partially your fault." And he's like, "No, no, it's Peter's fault."
The Goblin thinks it's Peter's fault too.
Well,
you killed her as much as I. And I'm like, no, you killed her.
That was you. That was you.
He's like, "I did the dealing blow, but you set it up this way."
You set me up, partner.
I was telling Chris, I was like, dude, when that glider hit her, I was like, she's fucking dead. There's no way she survives that. And then I told Chris, like, I like how they actually kept it realistic after that, where she just has pure adrenaline keeping her going for a few seconds before she dies.
Like, she gets walked around a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, Strange. One, you didn't explain much about your spell to Peter.
Yeah, he just started casting it, and while he was casting it, he was, like, kind of briefly going over some of the parameters. It's like, we should really hash this out before you start casting, buddy.
So it's like, yeah, Peter, you went into this whole spell, like, he does the thing where he's like, well, did you not even talk to like, to
the Dean of Admissions or whatever?
But also, Strange, you didn't even think about this for more than a second. Sir.
He's like, "I'm so powerful, I'll help a friend." I threw a fucking black hole at fucking. Oh wait, no, I turned a black hole into butterflies. I can do whatever I want. Oh, I love him and Peter Parker's fight in the mirror dimension though.
Yeah,
so fucking cool.
He gets Loki'd.
I've been falling for 12 hours.
I've been hanging from the Grand Canyon for 12 hours. I like when he tries to take it from Peter's, the cookie from Peter's unconscious body, but the spider sense. You shouldn't be able to do that.
I told Riley, is Peter Parker technic? I was like, is the spider sense stronger than Doctor Strange?
Yes.
Man.
I Let's see.
I was telling Max last night or whatever, or I was telling Chris last night. Max, I was telling him like we inevitably got on the subject of Spider-Man. And I'm just like, dude, I can't stop going back to that trailer because the Green Goblin has the line where he's like, "You're struggling to have everything you want," and it's set to like this badass music, and I'm just like, I can't stop watching it. He's great. He's a good little gobby boy.
I didn't expect how fast Doc Ock was gonna show up. Like Peter
Yeah, he
leaves
showed
the
up pretty
house.
quick.
Like
Yeah.
Peter leaves the house and he's immediately there. Almost.
Oh, one of my favorite line deliveries from Doc Ock is where Peter's like, "Well, how did you do this and how did you do that?" And he goes, "I'm tired of your questions, boy." And I love that line.
Pauses. Starts. Continues. Answers a question from Zendaya. Doc Ock got taken out so fast when he took Peter's nanotech.
That was a cool fucking fight, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like the scene where like Peter flies through the cars and he smashes the doors together to escape. Sorry, I'm eating ice, so
You're eating ice. Okay, good.
yeah, words are a little bit slurred, but yeah, like the part where he slides through the doors and he like webs them both and then slams them shut to smash the hands. Love that scene.
Yo, Max,
Yeah.
Matt Murdock,
Yes.
Charlie Cox.
I was like, ah. I got really thrown off because he was really clean shaven looking.
Right. I'd have to look at him again.
Awesome.
Picture.
Max, we saw some really raw shit last night. I can't go into details, but it was pretty fucking raw.
Oh, and Hawkeye.
Yeah. It was really raw.
How'd you do that? I'm a really good lawyer.
That was so good. During the scene before where they're going through like processing with the police and stuff, every time someone mentioned lawyer, I just like turned to Chris really like meaningfully because it's like, it's coming, Chris. It's coming.
Which is funny because like Riley was saying he told me how he felt like right after that scene, and I was feeling the same way where like they cut off of like them being interrogated, and we had that brief moment of, oh, I guess they're not going to do it. And as soon as that moment ends, it's like he's right on screen, and we're like, what? There he is!
Yeah.
I was so happy.
Yeah, I was saying like the scene in with the police ended and they let it hang just long enough for Daredevil to slip out of my conscious mind just to thrust it right in my face. I'm like, oh yes! Your boy!
He's here!
I was even happier that the people in the audience cheered with us because I didn't want to be the only one that loved Daredevil.
Man. But yeah, Peter, you didn't think about you immediately went to Doctor Strange's house to cast a spell.
You know, Max, briefly, like, when he did that, right? And he's like, did you even think about it? It immediately made me think of that Peter Parker, like, comic book where he wishes that he, like, didn't know it. Like, it immediately,
it literally is like that. That's what it's supposed to be a reference to. It's the exact same thing.
I'm not even mad about it, because just, like, when I'm watching this movie, I'm setting myself in the mind of this being a comic book movie. So I just didn't even think of the idea of just talking to the dean. Because, I mean, it's like one of those things where it's like he's a kid who's just first applying to fucking college, right? Mm-hmm. And once you get, like, that denial letter, it's like, that seems so concrete. Like, that's it, you're done. So I can see why he didn't really think of that.
But also, Doctor Strange, you agreed to fucking mind wipe people for Peter Parker. That's on you still.
Oh, man.
Sir, don't call me sir. Steven?
It's still weird.
Bro, when Peter walked to that apartment at the end of the movie,
I
was like, yeah, poor life.
He's back to zero.
Back to basics.
Yeah, I thought that's really clever. I think that's a really clever way of setting that up for future movies.
He's back to ride, back to roll.
I was still like, finally, where you need to be, at the bottom of society, you fucking freak.
All right. I was okay with Peter Parker charging his suit through like 17 different outlets in the
No.
wall. I thought that
No.
was pretty. I thought that was pretty down to earth.
No.
I'm like his electric bill is clearly like $1,200 off of that alone.
Let's
You
see.
charging it start tech in a corner? Yeah, that's definitely like $1,200.
Probably my least favorite part of the movie would be probably Happy.
Just in general.
Yeah, Happy in his cuck arc.
I thought that was
going
kind
on.
of funny. I thought that was a funny like payoff to the running joke in Far From Home.
Happy existed just to have a house for Peter to live in.
Well, not anymore. I was yeah, I'm hard pressed to think about something that I actively dislike about this movie. But I was telling Chris, I think I might still like Far From Home more. But I'd have to watch this one a few more times because I watched Far From Home like several times already.
So,
For me, I think like I something like I don't really think I have any dislikes. I think some parts of the movie is slow, but that's also like I don't really care about slow parts because I feel like they're needed type of thing. So I was fine all the way through. I have no qualms, no issues really. So
I couldn't think of any part where I was like I suck at theater watches. I can't fucking like if I'm not engaged, I just really fall apart in a theater. I can't like I need to just like do something if my mind isn't just like engaged with the movie. And I didn't feel that at all with this, so I think that's a good sign.
Yeah, that's true.
I like the little cuts as you see how much influence Jameson's kind of getting throughout the movie.
Yeah, I love how he started his basement and he gets like a full studio. I love that.
And then by the point where Aunt May dies, he's literally like leading the police charge. And I was like, yep, the police would do that. They immediately opened fire on Peter Parker. They shot him in the shoulder.
Yeah. Pretty crazy movie.
God, Peter was going through it, man. That man was not having a good time there in that fucking hotel or like apartment complex.
Yeah, I like when he went to fight Electro. He was using the Ox suit. I think that was the Ox suit.
Wasn't it like just like his suit turned inside out?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but it's the
like
same
a reference to etc.
Did you like the last suit though, like the knitted suit, Max? I thought it looked nice. Like,
the shiny suit.
Yeah, it's very bright and colorful. It's very like Steve Ditko kind of looking art.
I was not losing it, but I was like, why, when they showed the Statue of Liberty, had the fucking shield?
Captain America is a worldwide hero. I can do this all day. Oh, one of my favorite Green Goblin lines is also when the Spider Sense moment happens, and Otto's like, Norman, what are you doing? He's like, Norman's on sabbatical, honey. I'm like, oh my god.
That's a neat trick.
That's a neat trick you've got there, Peter.
So good. So recently, Willem was talking about like he was like he would only agree to do the Goblin if he could do his own stunts and stuff, like no stunt actors.
Oh, like really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I'm so happy. Yeah, like they let him do that.
Willem Dafoe likes his stunt work.
Oh, so he actually suplexed Tom Holland. That's cool.
He sent him from the floor himself.
Oh, this is something Chris and I haven't talked about. Did you see the video game moves?
Video game move.
They used I think 2 moves that were from the PS4 game.
Really?
Yeah, like one of the ones at the end when he's fighting the Green Goblin, where he has like he like webs him and like throws him over his head and like slams him down.
Oh, I
was from
remember
the
that.
game.
Yeah.
And then the other one where he like jumps and like webs himself into a kick. Right. I think they did both of
Yeah.
those.
Sounds right. Oh man.
I'm glad they didn't use the one where he like he just falls on his side.
Yeah, the one where he grabs them with his like legs and then like swirls around them.
Yeah. You know, I'm something of a scientist myself.
Yep. He said the
He said that, and then Otto said, the power of the thumb in the
Sorry.
palm of my hand.
He said it twice, I think.
Yeah, and the second time, fucking Toby was like, in the palm of your hand.
I loved when Otto and Tobey Maguire like met up. That was such a nice little reunion.
You've grown up. Yeah.
He's like, he's like, what you been up to? And he was like, growing up or something like that, right? Yeah.
Such a dad.
There's a bit in the movie that adds a really sad part to Amazing Spider-Man story. When they talk about it after Gwen died, that he just kind of always fought angrily and beat people up really hard, and there wasn't really a closure for that bit. It was just, yeah, that's how I do for now.
Yeah, I mean that was just like meant to tie into Tom Holland, like being like he doesn't want him to start going through that. He doesn't want Reyes to take him because he lost a loved one.
Well, that was kind of represented in the Amazing Spider-Man movie, though. Like, I think after Gwen dies, doesn't he like put up the suit for a little bit? But he is like very angry, and like it's not until the Rhino shows up where he's like, "Okay, I can kind of step out to be Spider-Man again because people need me."
Yeah, but this applies like that when he puts that suit back on. He
he's still like
really...
okay, yeah,
he doesn't pull his punches, which we all know Spider-Man kind of has to do because he's very strong.
He might knock off someone's jaw.
Yeah, he'll knock off the fucking Scorpion's jaw. Man, if we don't get our own Doc Ock in the MCU, we'll never get Superior Spider-Man.
I don't think we need Superior Spider-Man anytime soon.
I like Superior Spider-Man. I think that's a cool line.
I do too. I do too.
But yeah, I don't know how well it would translate to a movie.
There's a lot in Superior Spider-Man.
I can do this all day.
I think anything else I wanted to bring up.
Let me think.
Ned has wizard powers.
Yeah, Ned has.
I mean, he had a ring. He was able to do it.
Everyone forgot Peter Parker.
Yeah, I thought I someone Riley. I had half the thought that he was gonna get cucked and have Mary Jane and Ned.
I thought there was a millisecond when I went, is she gonna be cucking him with Ned?
Yeah, like the moment where he walks in and she looks at him, he like try to wave, but Ned walks in, right? And I was like, oh no, is they gonna walk over there? She's gonna kiss him on the cheek, and then I was like, oh okay, they're not going that way. Good, I'll be kind of upset.
The way I thought they were gonna go is Doctor Strange secretly let them keep their memories, and she was just fucking with him. And then Ned came in behind, and she like looked past him, and I'm like, well, maybe Ned's in on it too. And then they like just went about their business. I'm like, all right.
Fantastic Beast, I gotcha.
You just magically get their memory back.
I love how this whole thing is just one more day. It's want the world to forget about Spider-Man. But instead of forgetting about their daughter, it's forget about Peter Parker.
Right.
And Aunt May dies and stays dead. This.
I don't know if you saw the tweet, Max. I sent it to Riley that I retweeted. Because, like, you wouldn't get it unless you saw the movie. But it's the tweet where it says, if you had Peter Parker as a Secret Santa person, what would you get him? in the head, like the top tweet was like, "Who the fuck is Peter Parker?" And I was like, I love that. And I sent it to Riley, and Riley's sitting back like, oh, I got it, because he didn't get it initially. I was like, Riley, see, you don't even know who Peter Parker is.
One thing, one kind of observation that I really liked that someone put out was Peter called all the bad guys out to come fight at the Statue of Liberty, and he was asked why. He said like it was the symbol of second chances, and it was very fitting because like not only are like everyone in this movie is getting a second chance, like all the villains and both the other Spider-Man are all getting their their big second chance to come back and be in a great Spider-Man movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's really cool. Because, oh man, no, never mind. I think it's cool. Is what I'm gonna say.
What you guys say about Hawkeye?
No, huh?
I said,
No,
okay.
I wasn't gonna say anything about Hawkeye. Even Mary Jane got a second chance.
She can do this all.
Fucking Peter was gonna impale Goblin without a glider.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, that was just so good.
Peter's fucking his shit up. That man was mad.
Toby got stabbed again. I'm used to being stabbed.
Oh my god, Max, I need to send you the fucking
the meme.
Chris.
Wait, Riley, you know what I just noticed?
Yeah.
Someone recorded that with a camera.
Yeah.
Just so they can make the meme. Do they like go back and watch it again? That's the thing. Or did they just like they could have just got it from like a pirated site and then just like screen recorded it. I'm not even watching it, but I just can see it in my head.
You're a lot of pain right now, aren't you? Yep.
Oh, I forgot that I love the bit where Jameson was like selling fucking vitamin supplements on his show. Yeah. I'm just like, that's just solidifying the Alex Jones comparison so perfectly.
The Alex Jones or Joe Rogan, this is a comparison. Yeah. I've been doing that recently with Jameson. Like, because the PS4 game also did that with him.
Yeah, sort of. Like, with him, it was like a radio show, I think, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, in that case, he's more like Joe Rogan then.
Right.
Actually, in the second game, he actually has, like... He has kind of like what's going on in the movie here.
You mean like the Miles Morales DLC?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I haven't played that.
He's barely in Miles Morales.
Right.
He shows up like after every mission, though.
No, because Miles doesn't listen to the Jameson podcast. Miles goes, I can't believe he listens to this. He mutes it so he can listen to his favorite gamer girl podcast.
I love the voice you just gave him.
Why is he listening to this?
Do you follow like the what Miles is listening to Twitter? Like it's like just you play like it's someone playing a game and they jump off of a building and it's Miles on his phone and they'll pick a song like in his phone and it'll just play while they're swinging. So it's just like random music. It's really cool. Like I think it started on TikTok and then they just like transferred it over to Twitter.
I did not know about that. No.
Oh yeah, it's really cool. So it's like I think they did "Today Was a Good Day" by Ice Cube, and then they did some like other like really popular songs. And I was like, it's usually like hip hop stuff, and I'm like, this is so cool. If it comes across my timeline again, I'll definitely send it to you.
Yeah, overall, very good, very good. I was pleasantly surprised how good it was.
I was pleasantly surprised.
I I was like, well, got all the villain stuff gonna be here, and it's gonna be cool. But I don't know like how much I really enjoy it overall. Like I super enjoyed it. So
Yeah, I really like how they like the other Spider-Men weren't just like cameos right at the end or for the final fight. They actually were like half the movie was with them.
hmm
And I think that was a great decision.
Yeah, they were like legitimately helping too, because they're like, we know how to save these guys because we fought them before. I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. It all makes sense.
And Andrew Garfield, I think, was always like the best scientist out of the three we have.
Yeah,
Like Tom Holland's done some cool science stuff, but I think Andrew Garfield had the most focus on Peter Parker as like, kind of a brilliant scientist in his own right.
yeah.
From what I remember, I've seen those movies like twice each, maybe.
Peter is really good at like tech shit, so that only makes sense why he would be able to help Doc Ock. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry, I said Peter, but I meant Tom Holland's like Peter was really good with tech shit, so it makes sense why he's good with Doc and Andrew Garfield, like like you said, is like the very sciencey one. So
I love all the villains because it's like, what do you mean magic's real?
Yeah.
Because how about it? Yeah, because you're all scientists and stuff, or things that happen from like a freak accident of science.
Falling in the pit of electric eels.
Yeah, science quotation.
Max, I know about a team. I fought with.
God damn it, Chris! I was just gonna.
I love Toby be like, really?
That's great.
That's great.
That's great.
Who are they?
Or wait,
that?
you guys don't have the Avengers in your world?
Damn it, Chris.
Sorry.
No, I and it's a nice thing. Like, yeah, the other two were back to themselves in their world. They handled everything.
Wow, this is too powerful. Okay, I'm not gonna put that in.
All right.